This is a First Alert Weather Special Report.
Good afternoon, everybody. I'm meteorologist Georgia Panetta here with a 3 o'clock update on Tropical Storm Ophelia, which has been battering New York City and the Northeast since early yesterday morning. All right, right now at 3 o'clock, we have a wind gust of sustained winds at 45 miles per hour. Pressure is up to 993, which indicates the storm is weakening as it continues to trek overland, up and out to sea, moving north at 13 miles per hour. So, given the fact that it's within 300 miles from New York City, we have a while to go, and it's currently 95 miles south of Richmond, Virginia. And I want to show you the track. Now, I did something interesting here. I want to show you, so this is the National Hurricane Center's forecast cone with the cone of certainty and uncertainty. So normally if it follows right along the middle, that's where they think the storm is going to track. But there's a variety here I want to show you. It shows you some of the forecasting challenges moving forward over the next day and a half. 75 miles of flex here. So if this storm is to head well inland, it's going to take a more northerly trek, maybe towards New York City. However, if it heads all the way south, it's going to head out to sea a little bit away, and we have less of effects come for your day tomorrow. However, you can see it goes from 75, almost doubling at what would be 150 as far as forecast play, if you will, flexibility in duration, in track. So it could be anywhere. It could come as north as, almost Staten Island. The storm could start to peel out well south of Cape May. So the farther south it goes, the easier our day will be tomorrow, and the farther north it goes, the tougher track we're going to have. So we're still between a yellow and a red alert, and we're going to decide the next couple of hours what the feel is for your day tomorrow. But the storm will be weakening as it heads out to sea. But Monday, again, like I said before, it's not going anywhere. I put some banding on here to show you, which helps forecasting. All right, we're starting to see double banding within here. I guarantee there are thunderstorm activities as well as these plumes of moisture stream onto shore. Again, breaks in the action, but the wind is consistent. And another little strong cell just south of Staten Island right now. Make its way into Staten Island, another batch north. But I want to push in a little bit tighter here down the Jersey Shore. Okay, catching a break right now in Marlboro. I know we had a camera down at Seaside Park, New Jersey. If we could take a quick look at that and see what's going on at the latest right now. It's a live cam from Seaside Park. Yeah, that ocean ripping. Wow, look at those wind and waves. It is nasty out there. Oh, thank you for turning that around. Yeah, it's quiet. If you don't need to be outside, and if you're not as adventurous as some people we've seen earlier today, playing around the ocean, stay inside. It's nasty, it's raw, it's windy out there. Let's take it back live out here. I want to show where the latest rain bands have pushed up. We haven't seen a whole lot of rain. It's northwestern New Jersey right now. We're starting to see some bands form around Route 84, Dingman down to Coolbaugh. Right along the Delaware River is moderate to heavy rain, and getting into Sullivan County as well. But we're catching a less intense period in northern New Jersey as well. So as far as some storm reports, I want to share some of the latest indicated non-thunderstorm wind gusts right along the Barrier Islands of New Jersey. John Elliott, my friend, hey, come on in. We have thunderstorm gusts all the way. Long Beach Island's been pummeled with wind gusts of 55 to 57.
Like 10-footers. I mean, it was
monster seas
down there, Long Branch this morning. It was crazy.
I bet. I mean, the banding is coming. We had 62 in Beach Haven, really popular area. And rainfall numbers approaching 3. They're going to go up. Yeah, these need an update. And the storm as a whole, I want to show you the track here, the sort of random circumnavigation it takes. I just want to point out, this storm really had 300 miles to form, which isn't huge. And it became a low-pressure system overnight. A tropical storm overnight.
Didn't it miss hurricane by 4 miles?
So close to formation. So this storm, this goes to show the rapid change we're seeing with these storms, kind of in the nowcasting situation, if you will. So I put some banding on before. I want to show the pressure gradient. You can see the storm sort of, it looks like it's strengthening, but it's dying right now. These bands are getting closer, and we're using these to sort of forecast the banding in our area. So you could see we still have a little while to go before these bands come in.
If it goes over the land, let's go back. If it loses over the land, this is the energy source.
That's exactly right. So that's the gas for the engine, and this is going over land. It's starting to lose it, but you could see the banding. The banding is going to be relentless for another day. I just want to check in.
More.
There's more. Apparently, we have Tropical Depression 17. Do you know what the name would be off the top of your head? I don't remember yet. What would this be?
It ain't going to start with O.
Philippe? Is it Philippe? Philippe? I think the P is the Philippe storm.
Good old Scott here with a microphone.
Oh, fantastic. Come join the fun. All right, this storm just formed. It has a, I don't know if it's a fully closed center of eye. It's a tropical depression, so we're waiting for more information to come out this afternoon and evening. Gust 35 miles per hour, pressure over 1,000. This storm is at pressure at 993. Goes to show you it is stronger. And right now, the forecast is not to come to see, but I will tell you, other forecasts that have come this way have allowed for formations of stuff along the coast in the negative space. Yeah.
You know what's interesting? We can do this on streaming.
Yeah.
You know, Franklin and what's her name, Idalia, helped to tamp down Lee.
Yeah.
Because there was enough upwelling.
In the warm water there.
Yeah, yeah. So it kind of mixed things up. So it's funny. Sometimes they carve a path, and then sometimes they weaken the path.
Which is interesting, and you really can't. What's funny because you can't over forecast. You can't tell really what 3 storms is going to do until you get the one through your area.
You got that right.
It sets the track. So
yeah.
Not to get too ahead of ourselves here, but I remember. Do you remember seeing this a week ago when we saw Lee come up the coast, and you saw that sort of formation, that negative space.
Yes.
And anytime you get a coastal storm, it comes up. We get pounded. Remember the winter storm in 2016? We got all that snow.
Oh.
It almost followed the same track as this. It's a nor'easter that just went up straight from Virginia, had nowhere to go. New York City gets pounded because of our topography. And and right now we got gusts, like sustained winds 25 to 30, gusts over 33. These have to be over 40 miles an hour, I would think, just not catching.
They blew the anemometer away.
They broke the machine. And we're forecasting gusts 45 plus throughout the afternoon. 9:30 tonight, 1 a.m. This map hasn't really changed a whole lot. I moved it all the way to midday tomorrow.
Yeah.
So tomorrow it's a little bit less active, but John, there's still some strong banding and strong winds. It's not a great day Sunday. And look at Monday.
You know who I always think about? I mean, I think about all of you guys, because who knows where you are? I mean, I don't know where. You guys could be watching around the world.
Right.
But remember Orange County? How beating it took in July? You know, give them 2 more inches.
Storms.
And that 8-inch rain event. So any of that banding inland, that we know that this is not just a coastal storm.
No, I remember we were forecast. The Euro had it well offshore, but even then the rain was reaching it. But come on, you're talking 200-300 miles, not even 200 miles of coverage for the storm to move, and it closed its center. It's heading up. We're all feeling it.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think it's a great day in Poughkeepsie, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Everyone is feeling it. And this I just put for fun, for kicks. Early morning Tuesday, look at the coast.
I know.
It's not gone. Storm of duration, right? When we go back.
You see any issues on the North Shore?
How could there not be with the? I mean, well, you have the sound here, so it's a little bit of a barrier. But I could see the North Shore. I mean, you have a northeast wind, piling water. The high surface is obviously for the South Shore here, but I can't imagine the sound being unaffected by this, at least for boating. The only futurecast we can use right now that's modeling well is the HER. It's a high rapid resolution model showing still strong, still strong pieces of energy. Like they haven't had it bad enough down in Atlantic City and Long Beach all day today. Coming right up. It looks like maybe Long Island. We'll get into it a little bit more for your day tomorrow, but this is like what I'm a little worried about.
Oh my gosh, look at this.
Another band of advection coming right through strong, right across I-95. Not a good day tomorrow, so at least a yellow alert for sure.
People always think they're going to do themselves a favor by catching a Sunday night flight back.
Not so much, and this is late. I mean, we're not out of it. I would expect cancellation. So 5 to 10 feet.
Well, that verified.
That's for sure. Give me a pound. You saw it out there. 10 feet action out there. It's been big. And this is that. 2 to 3 feet inundation. I was telling you before, I used to summer and I used to have a house, but we used to rent in Long Beach Island, and the island is beautiful, but it's low and it's small and it's short, and I feel like this 2 to 3 feet is gonna mess with the barrier islands here. I can't imagine it not affecting that area.
You're right.
And a heavy rain and even minor coastal flooding could pose threats for that area. So we're on alert now for high tides. It's starting to come in at 3:09. Now is the time to watch the water rise, and hopefully you're catching a break. But again, this is a storm of duration. Red alert today, yellow, borderline red tomorrow. I'm not going to lie to you, it's not a great day at all. And even Monday, the effects continue here. It's not till Tuesday, but look at these morning lows. You know, isn't it so funny? It's feast or famine, right? It's tropical storm or hurricanes or gorgeous weather, and then we go right back to fall. You need your coats next week. Temps in the 60s, so it's cool out there.
And then not just for kicks.
Oh yeah, what we got?
What do you have about next weekend? What about that thing a week from today?
I did hear about that. I haven't, honestly, I don't want to lie. I haven't done a deep dive into it since we're
I don't want to do a deep dive.
One thing at a time. They're lined up.
Believe that?
I'm not surprised, if you will.
So one thing that I wanted to point out, and you'll appreciate this. This morning I'm on the Garden State Parkway, which if you're not from New Jersey, It's the Garden State Parkway. It's the artery that so many of us use.
So many.
There were some really weird accidents.
Really?
By weird accidents, I mean newer sedans, some with the four-wheel traction, like the
all-wheel drive.
in the middle of the road, all smashed up. I think obviously speed was involved.
Okay.
When you're driving in this stuff, you got to watch. You can't just watch the lane in front of you. You got to do like a 180.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Because I bet they were clipped, and then there's a lot of hydroplaning going on out there.
Also, I don't know if we've had a lot of leaves falling yet, but
thank the Lord.
Well, I know. I was getting that. I was like, if this was a month later, this would be
everything
3 times as bad.
As ice.
It'd be very dangerous. So the fact that it's occurring late September, still within the, we're post-peak for hurricanes, but we're still in a high activity.
Post-peak by about a week and a half.
Yeah, it's exactly. So we're still in the high active zone, and it's active. We just got to watch for the next storm to come on and just see what happens. But
you going out tonight? You guys going to do anything fun tonight?
Yeah, hurricane party. Tropical storm party by watching.
Well, keep it close. Keep it close. And thanks for helping out.
Thank you, man. Awesome.
Yeah.
All right, guys, stay with us this afternoon for continuing coverage.
We'll be back.
We'll be back every hour.
This has been a First Alert Weather Special Report.